everyone, Achikah here, and it is time to announce the winners of Base Off Lofty Ambitions. It has been quite a week, but before I get into all the judging stuff, I just really want to. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I just want to say thank you for everything, for anybody who entered, all the contestants, the donors, the supporters, people who showed up for the stream, just any and everyone who supports Base Off, because I've done 6 of these so far, and I really never know what to expect with each one, but all the contestants are absolutely lovely, and on top of that, their bases are fantastic. Like, I never know what to expect, but the quality, regardless of quantity of entries, like, the quality of each base is just phenomenal, and it makes me inspired to go and create my own things, and you guys show me something new every single base off and every stream, and it's not just like one base, it's multiple bases, or at least one thing from each of the bases that I learn and I take from, and I hope you guys do the same. But and just on top of it, just the community aspect of it, you guys are just incredible. Like, I can't ask for a better community that we've created here. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. I know I say it a lot, but I really mean it, and it really keeps me going, and it really, I don't know, it just means a whole lot. So again, thank you guys so much for your absolutely beautiful entries and support in whatever way you did, even just by watching this. So so thank you. Yeah, but you didn't come here to hear me say thank you like way too many times. You came here to hear the results of the winners. So again, Base Off, if you guys know, for Lofty Ambitions, the theming was create a very highly detailed visual experience, or domicile, I should say, a loft, that can tell visually the story of your character. That was pretty much what I asked for. In every Base Off, there are 5 main criteria for judging: creativity, craftsmanship, logic, story, aesthetic, and then there is a 6th category, usually, depending if there's a theme or not. Since there was a theme, there was a heavily weighted judging parameter for just Lofty Ambitions, the theming. I guess I should say. Repeating myself at this point too. Yeah, you guys probably saw me running in and out of your bases this week, quite frantically, because I don't know why. I always think that, like, I can probably, like, deduce kind of like when like I'm like right before stream, I'm like, yeah, this is probably going to be like, you know, I have 13 entries instead of 30 this time. It should be a lot easier. No, it never does get easier, because I always find little details in all your bases, especially this one, because you guys, like I said, you guys crushed it. So I took a while. I narrowed it down to the top 8, and then the 5, and then 4, which the top 4 took forever to figure out, and I finally came out with the top 3, which also were all battling, even given the numerical order of things. All 3 of them were tied for a long time until I finally hammered out the details, and I got you your top 3. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for 3rd place in Lofty Ambitions, we have Miss Hyperspeed with the Tower. Now, this one was amazing in a bunch of different ways. It was more spacious than a dive theme, and the detailing wasn't as great, because, like, when you get a dive theme, you can do like 700 spots in like a single room, so you can get like insane amounts of detail. But the character lore of this base, like, just by walking through it, I felt like I knew the character. I felt like I knew Miss Hyperspeed. Because if you guys, I'm going to do a tour on all these, which is great. It'll be the next 2 Saturdays and Wednesdays. I'll have an in-depth tour on all of them. Miss Hyperspeed should be coming out next Saturday for you guys to see. But what I really loved about this base was you could tell that they were a Themysciran warrior turned tech person, or moved into the Earth realm, and they were extremely homesick, or they were homesick, and on top of being homesick, like, you could tell their mannerisms. It was a very organized clutter, but it was still clutter, so you could tell there were papers around, there were like food items, like, where they were completely engrossed in their work and wanting to get ahead and learn absolutely everything they could, while like hoarding everything they could too. The wires were just spread out everywhere. Like, I feel like I knew this person, or, you know, and then you get to the bottom base, and there was this beautiful Themysciran garden, which was like a piece of their own homeworld, and you could tell that they were trying to rekindle that, because there were like little plants everywhere, like they were buying little succulents or plant life to kind of facilitate this garden down below. And it's, I don't know, I think it's a really great one, and if you guys haven't seen it, again, the VODs are on the channel. I would highly go back and check it out. I highly suggest you go back and check it out. And if not, then, like I said, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, you guys can see my analysis on it and see all the details. But yeah, so that is our third place winner, Miss Hyperspace with the tower. Second and first place went back and forth for a very long time. Because both of them are vastly different on like different ends of the spectrum. So the two bases were Ril's alt, Skulls, and her base, Peach's Pad, as well as Psychotech's base, Gehenna, which Peach's Pad was Princess Peach's, little, like, Lux princess, very Toadstool Kingdom or Mushroom Kingdom, pampered palace of just, there's all kinds of cakes and sweet treats and just beautiful, like, stars and rainbows and sparkles everywhere. And his Psychotech's base, Gehenna, was full of just hellish demonry and the most grotesque forms of surrealism and just mutilation. If you haven't seen either of them, I cannot suggest the VOD enough. There are timestamps. Go check them out. Again, they'll be featured on the channel. But man, it, like, the details each of them had in their bases. It wasn't just that Psychotech, like, created like this Alice in Wonderland tea table out of grotesque items, but also the interactive feature, how the skeletons were all placed. You know, they were all in different positions, like grasping different things. I don't think I've ever seen a golden calf head being butchered and birthing flesh of the damned. That was pretty interesting. I feel like I was transported back to like some you know, some very surrealist horror from like this, like, you know, like really graphic, like, what is it, the Wizard of Gore era in the 70s. Also the interaction in the base, there was all kinds of like sparks and sound effects and poisons and fire, and it was extremely amazing. Like, the whole thing, like, is over the top in gore, and it really does fit the term abode of the damned for sure. And then you had Skull's base, which was Princess Peach's Pad, which again sparkles, rainbows, but also done in the most beautifully detailed way possible. The flower garden that was by the window seals of all the fire flowers and all the different herbs was absolutely immaculate. The reference to the Mushroom Kingdom, the Rainbow Road, Lobo doing the Rainbow Road was incredible. That was he's even taking the shortcut too, because he kind of goes off the road a bit. Like, he's like jumping off the air. I don't know if you guys played the N64 version of Mario Kart at all, but I remember like running off like a specific very high hill to the road down below, and definitely bypassing my friends to their dismay and also anger. The bathroom area was wonderfully crafted. The use of the mystical banners was incredible for the backing through the freestanding walls. The vanity was incredible. The amount of detail that was on the vanity. There was even like a powder puff and a palette for makeup application. It, like, again, it's just the way the items were used are so unorthodox, but worked so well and created this wonderful environment that you felt like you were in a castle in the Mushroom Kingdom. And Peach was actually in it. She was actually in the castle this time. Yeah, like I said, two vastly different bases, both absolutely beautiful, but in the end, one edged out the other by just a very small sliver. So, in second place, we have Skulls with Peach Pad, and in first place we have Psychotech with Gehenna. So those are the winners of Base Off Lofty Ambitions. Congratulations to Psychotech, Rill, who's again is their alt Skulls, and Miss Hyperspace. You guys were the standouts, and I will definitely be contacting you this week about what Halloween masses you guys want. So be on the lookout for that. And I will get all the prizes sent out too, hopefully over the weekend. I'm expecting to get everything all done. And the next Base Off announcement is going to be on this Friday. That's right, Base Off is jam packed all the way down to the end of the year. I have it all set up, and the next one's going to be a challenge. So I have a feeling a few of you might groan at it, but I think it's going to be really fun. I really like the challenges because I don't know, I'm really big into puzzles, so I think like problem solving through furniture is kind of cool. So hopefully it'll be to your guys' liking. Um, yeah, so stay tuned for Friday. Again, thank you so much to all of our contestants. You guys were fantastic, and there will be showcases of all your bases in the upcoming year. I am going to definitely be doing those. If you guys want to tear one down though before I get to it on my tour list, please let me know so I can record ahead of time, and I will get that all sorted out. So because I really want to make sure that I have a very it's documented before it goes away, because again, like I said, all of the bases in this one were fantastic, and I don't want any of them to slip through the cracks. I want to make sure that they're preserved and able to be seen by the rest of the base community, because again, like I said, you guys just absolutely crush it every time. So yeah, so let me know. But yeah, thank you again to all the contestants. Thank you for all the supporters and donors. You guys are the best. Stay tuned for the in-depth tours in the next coming days, as well as the next Base-Off announcements. So until then, congratulations to all our winners. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody.